So what is going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 5 of the Stoke career mode on the PS4. And first of all, I'd like to say a huge thank you to everyone that is watching this video, watching the series, as I really do appreciate the likes and views you're giving it and the comments. It really makes me want to do more, and actually they're the perfect graphics of the PS4, showing Old Trafford from outside the street view, which you've never seen before, or you would have done if you've watched other PS4 videos, but you would never have seen it before on any other FIFA apart from the PS4 and FIFA 14, and the graphics are incredible. We do get off to the best start possible as Bernat runs down the wing, takes on Valencia, gets a little bit lucky with the block there. He puts a lovely one in the box. It comes to Baishwali, and what a fantastic header. Power and accuracy past Lindegaard. I don't really know why Lindegaard was in goal. I don't know why they went with Lindegaard instead of De Gea, but I wasn't bothered. We went 1-0 up, and as you see there, the Stoke fans in the corner going mad. Man United fans, like they are at the moment in time, they're not very happy with their team. David Moyes is not doing it well with them, and they need to improve. Actually, the header was pretty good, but unfortunately, I thought if De Gea was in goal, he probably would have saved that. I think he was a little bit too... He didn't react in time, but actually there, Baishwali does incredibly well to climb all over the back of Butner and get his head above him. And lovely celebration there from him as he's asking the Stoke fans to be a little bit louder and get behind the team for the rest of the game. But unfortunately, Man United did go straight on the attack. Straight after that, it was Juan Mata that picked up the ball. He plays the ball to Jones. He had a pretty good interception by Schwali, but unfortunately we couldn't keep the ball. This time it comes flying out to Kagawa. Kagawa plays a very good ball over the top to Valencia. Valencia is one-on-one with Begovic, but a wonderful intervention, I should say, from Bernat, which was the guy that got the assist to actually block that one. But here, unfortunately for us, they do get a goal back. It was Wayne Rooney with a beautiful shot. Unfortunately for me, it hits the post and ends up rifling into the back of net. It wasn't the best of shots from Rooney, but I think he scuffed it a little bit. But he'll take it. It was a goal for him, and not long after half-time, I think we were still sleeping after half-time. The defence was still asleep. They hadn't come out. They were still in the dressing room. And actually, their Bensleb was a little bit sloppy getting across. Even though it might not have been Bensleb's fault, I think it was more Shah's fault for diving in there instead of standing up, and Shawcroft didn't follow the run of Rooney. Unfortunately, as you see there, it does come off the post and end up going in the back of the net. But Rooney here does have another chance. He runs past Shawcross. Shah does try to jump in, but I don't think this went in. I think it hits the post, but after second replays, it looked like it didn't go in, but after second replays, you can see the ball had an amazing effect after it actually hit the post, and it did go in. The replays, I'm not sure if they're in the video. I don't think they're in this video, but I'm 100% sure that the ball did go in because I watched the replays and it did. But as you can see here from the replay, it does just chip over, and unfortunately for me, it hits the post and then bounces in and bounces back out, as I thought it was a little bit harsh, but when I looked at the replays, it was actually in. And we do have a very good chance here by Schwali to try and get a second goal of the game. Has a very good shot, but it's a wonderful save from Lindegaard, and that's where I can see maybe they would have gone with him over De Gea because of the amazing saves that he can pull off like that, and he's a pretty young goalkeeper as well. But actually there by Schwali, I'm not really sure how you pronounce his name, but it was a wonderful shot from him and a very good save from Lindegaard. From the resulting corner, Bensleb does put a good ball in the box. It comes to Arnautovic. He gets up, but unfortunately the ball does get cleared, and Zonzi tries to put it back in the box, or he passes it back to Bernat. Bernat, first time effort. Unfortunately, it was straight down the throat of Lindegaard, and not very good for us. They do end up winning 3-1 as a good ball, or Juan Mata does actually pick up the box, sorry, and it was a good save from Begovic, but they do end up winning 3-1, as you can see from the replays coming up in a minute. But before that, so you can see the replays of Begovic making an amazing save. But from this, Juan Mata does put the ball in the box. Unfortunately for us, they don't actually score from this one. It goes straight out for a corner, a throw-in for us, sorry. But straight after, we do lose possession. Rafael is running down the wing as Bensleb dives in, and Bensleb takes him out. It was actually a free kick, but Rafael does get injured and they have to substitute him off. But from this resulting throwing that they did get, they do pass the ball to, it was Smalling to Valencia. Valencia back to Smalling. Smalling puts the first time ball in the box, comes to Van Persie, and Van Persie gets above his player and slots that one into the back of net and makes it 3-1. So it's our first defeat of the series. We're still unbeaten at home, but it was our first defeat of the series away at Old Trafford, and arguably we didn't really deserve to lose. We played pretty well in this game. I thought we had some good chances, but unfortunately Man United took theirs. We did have a good chance right at the very end. Arnautovic has a very good shot, but a wonderful save from Lindegaard denies us from making the scoreline look a little bit more respectable. But that was how the game finished. After the corner, Benslem does put a good ball in the box. Unfortunately, nothing comes of it. Shawcross tries to get up, the ball gets cleared, it comes to Asadi. Asadi has a shot and it gets blocked, and that is how the game finished. So, not the best result. It's our first defeat of the series. Not that amusing, to be honest. Not the best game to watch, but the defeat is over. The pressure is now relieved off us a little bit, as we were right at the top before this game. We've now dropped a little bit off because Man United were above us, but actually their Wayne Rooney does pick up an 8.8 rating, but our best rating does go to Burnout, which is 7.2, by Schweier with a 7.9. But we do have a very what arguably very difficult game, to be honest, up against Cardiff in the Capital One Cup. And because it's in the Capital One Cup, I decided that I had to put out a lot of my weaker squad, or my reserve squad. It's not really a weaker squad, but a reserve squad. Well, it is a weaker squad. So my reserve squad I had to put out against Cardiff, against Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's men. And hopefully we could, I believe this squad is good enough to get the result. And hopefully we can hope for the best, like Swansea hopefully might beat Chelsea, and Crystal Palace might beat Manchester City if we're lucky. But we do get off to a good start. Richardson plays a good ball over the top to Agudelo. Agudelo unfortunately can't get the pace to get past Walker, but he has a good shot, but unfortunately does scuff it a little bit, and it flies wide of the post, leaving Marshall just watch it go past the post. But we do have the next chance in the game. It comes to Matthew Everton. He runs past, he plays it to Agudelo. Agudelo tries to do something spectacular, but unfortunately they do get the clearance. But Everton does very well to put him under pressure, and we do end up winning the ball back. It comes to Charlie Adam. He does extremely well to get the ball. It comes to Everton. Everton plays a wonderful ball, or tries a shot actually. It comes off the defender. Agudelo has a shot. A wonderful save from Marshall. It comes back into Agudelo, and this time he does not fail. An amazing header from him puts us 1-0 up against Cardiff, and it was pretty much a boring game. It was all Cardiff didn't have the ball very much at all, especially not in the final third, and they were getting pretty poor towards the final third. They kept losing the ball. But our final third play wasn't the best either. It's a good shit. It was a good save from Marshall. But Agudelo does get up well. It was a lovely ball put back into the box by Matthew Everton. And Agudelo puts enough power on it to beat Marshall to put us 1-0 up against Cardiff. And it looks like, considering how Cardiff were playing, it didn't look like they were going to be getting an equaliser in this one, as they wasn't actually playing very well. And hopefully we could sit back, or even try and catch them on the counter and get another goal, as this is in the 80th minute, and hopefully it will be the fresher side. But no, nothing happened, and that was how the game finished. We ended up winning that one 1-0 away from home at Stoke, and we are now into the quarter-finals, I believe, of the Capital One Cup. So we're doing very well, and we've already met our objective in the Capital One Cup. Even though the FA Cup is more important to me, the Capital One Cup would still be nice to get a long way, and even better if we could win it, but I don't know whether we'll win it. But actually there, Manchester City beat Sunderland 2-1, but the surprise result actually was Southampton beating Chelsea 2-1, Man City beat Swansea 2-1, and Liverpool beat Sunderland 2-1. And as you see that at the top right, we beat Cardiff, as you just know, as you just witnessed the game. But we have to submit the deadline day for France, and we'll do that in a minute. But we do have a squad monthly report from our scout, a future star, and he's looking pretty good now. I did get some comments from some guys saying to leave him in there at least till half the season, and or leave him until half the season, and if not, take him out at the end of the season, and there he should be a lot better rated when he comes out, which that's what I'm going to do. And if I desperately need him, I might jump in and try and get him, as he might be an emergency emergency player if I get a major injury and need him bringing into the squad. But we do have the final game of the episode, and that is going to be against the Saints, Southampton. It is going to be at the Britannia Stadium, so hopefully we can get the upper edge on Southampton, and they're going to be playing in their away black kit. So our full team is back together. We are reunited after the Capital One Cup. Some good confidence probably coming out of that game, even though no players played apart from Begovic in that game against Cardiff. But I believe we are good enough to go ahead and beat Southampton, as we are on a very good roll and we are on form. Actually, they were currently sitting in 16th place on 16 points, and we're only 1 point away from 5th place. So we're doing very well early on in the season. But the first chance does come to us. We do to them, sorry, I keep getting us and them wrong. But Ramirez does come very close there with a shot, and the ball does go flying past the post, which comes to the delight of Begovic. But as you see here, we do get the first chance. A lovely ball gets played on Nautovic. He takes on Shaw for a pace, puts a lovely ball in the box. It comes to Batshuayi, and he gets another goal with his head, and what a goal it was as well. got a goal against Man United, and now in the second start of this episode, he goes and gets another one up against Southampton at the Britannia Stadium, and the home fans go wild. Actually, that is an absolutely delightful ball from Arnautovic, leaving him. It was a pretty easy header, to be honest, but he does do well to climb above Schneiderlin, I believe that is, and get a very, very good head on that to put it past Arthur Borwick in the Southampton net. And hopefully we can do better and try and get a second goal, as we do know Southampton are very, very deadly on the attack with Jay Rodriguez, Lambert and Rodriguez up front. But we do have a very good chance. Once again, Ben Sleb comes through. He does have a very good shot, but it was a very good save from Arthur Borwick to deny us from getting our second goal of the game. It was a very good full stretch, to be honest, he was. And let's see from the replay, Ben Sleb has a very, very good shot. I thought that was going in, but it was full stretch, and he manages just to get fingertips on it and put it past the post. Unfortunately, we go and score an amazing goal, and unfortunately for Arthur Borwick, even after making that very, very good save, Arnautovic does a bulldog style celebration after a bullet of a header from Ben Sleb's corner, and Ben Sleb is knocking up the assist as well, as he's taking in some beautiful corners, as he is stepping in for Glenn Whelan at the moment. But to be honest, Ben Sleb is playing so well, it's going to be very difficult for Glenn Whelan to come straight back into the side and get his first team spot. He might have to earn it, or might not even get it, because the way Ben Sleb's playing, he's playing extremely well, and if Ben Sleb keeps up this form, I don't think Glenn Whelan is going to be able to get back into the squad unless we get another injury, or Glenn Whelan might be a good player, an impact sub if we could bring him on, or maybe we can push Ben Sleb further up and put Glenn Whelan more defensive, as Glenn Whelan is more defensive. But a poor mistake from Arnautovic there, gives it straight to them, and it was a lovely ball over the top to Ricky Lambert here. He takes on Cameron, he does very well, puts a lovely ball in the box, and a wonderful save from Arthur Borwick there, from Asmir Begovic, and but fortunately for us, it was ruled offside, but actually that Asmir Begovic probably didn't know it was ruled offside, and it was a very, very good save from him. But they do go ahead and get the goal that's really dents our hopes of trying to secure the 2-0 win, as Gallagher does have a very good shot. It's a good save from Asmir Begovic. I thought he should have got a little bit more distance on his save, but unfortunately he put it straight into the path of the on-rushing Gaston Ramirez. I believe that's Jay Rodriguez, I think that is. Yeah, Jay Rodriguez puts it straight into the path of Jay Rodriguez, and he finishes that one. We do have a good chance here to try and win this game. It comes to Arnautovic, a very, very good header, but a wonderful save from Arthur Borwick to keep the scoreline. And straight after that, I do clear the ball. It comes to short cross, but nothing come off of that. And here, the deadly blow. Gallagher gets the goal, which puts them back on level terms in the 90th minute. They go ahead and score the deadly, deadly blow. And I was very gutted, to be honest, after I saw that one flying to the back of the net. It was a wonderful cross, and Gallagher does get a very good volley on it into the bottom corner. But straight after that, Arnautovic thought, no, we're not going to lose this game. He skips past one, skips past another, keeps going, keeps going. He gets a little bit lucky there, has a shot, and ends up in the back of the net. Absolutely incredible finale of the game, and Arnautovic scores a very, very good goal. And Arnautovic has proven that he cannot leave the club for whatever price, and we're just going to have to reject any deals that come in during the summer, because or during the winter break with December, because he is definitely not leaving the club unless I go ahead and get someone like Eric Lamela, but I don't think I'm going to be getting that. But a wonderful goal from him puts us back in front in the 90th minute. So in the 90th minute they make it 2-2, and in the 90th minute as well, or the 94th minute, whatever it is, we go ahead and score with Arnautovic, and a wonderful goal from him. And actually they don't have much time whatsoever to get the kick-off. As soon as they kick off, the referee does blow the final whistle, and we end up winning the game 3-2 at the Britannia Stadium, and a well-earned 3 points for us. Unfortunately, we did have to work harder than we wanted, especially after going 2-0 up and then coming back to 2-2, but I was so pleased that we managed to get that goal. And Arnautovic there, Cameron is congratulating him on getting that goal. Actually, they do come very close here from the replays, but 9.5 rating for Arnautovic. That is what he truly deserved. He played extremely well in that game, and he deserved man of the match and 9.5 rating, and he is the star player of Stoke. And actually this is the squad report. So the squad reports are going to be out at the start of every month. So it's going to be the start of every month in game time, not in real time, because otherwise we'll probably be in like the 15th season or something if it's every month. But yeah, so every month the squad reports are going to come out. So I think it's always interesting for you guys to have a look at how the players are developing, and to see if they're declining, and which players we want to sell on, or which players we want to bring back from loan if we've got any. But actually, there are a few players have dropped. Stephen Ireland, one of them. mainly because he's been injured for a long time. But Eric Peters and all of them stay the same. Alaba's actually gone up 1, which is pretty good. So has Richardson, who's had a few games for us, to be honest. He's been playing pretty well, and that's why he's deserved. And Ben Glasgow, not very good. John Guedes, actually injured, but he will be playing. Mark Muniz has actually gone up 2. So has Ryan Shot, and he's gone up 1. So a lot of players have actually gone up a lot. But actually, the loan players that we've loaned out are doing pretty well. I see that we've got Michael Knightley, who's a very good player. Jerome is not too bad. Edu, not too bad. Breck O'Shea, he looks very good. He's only 23 years old. He's 71 rated, and he's left midfielder. Actually, I did look at his stats because I think he looks pretty good. Jamie Ness is also a very, very good player. Only 22 years old, 70 rated. And Jack Butland, the legend that I am going to be bringing back into the club. So we are now going to be approaching the end of this episode. So I'd really, really appreciate if you could leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.